Sound check, sound check. Hello, hello.
இங்கே வந்து நம்ம செலெக்ஷன் டூல் ஆன் பண்ணி நீங்கள் கிளிக் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஓகே, பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ இது என்ன பண்ணணும், இப்போ இங்கே செலெக்ஷன் டூல் இருக்காங்க, செலக்ட் ஃபீச்சர்ஸ். இப்போ இந்த இந்த ஃபீச்சர் வந்து இது நார்மலாகவே எல்லாமே இருக்குது, பேசிக் டூல் தான்.
பேசலாமா?
டூல் பார் இருக்கும், இது பேசிக் டூல் பார். நான் இப்போ வந்து நீங்கள் ஆர்ட் மேப் ஓப்பன் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இதுக்கு வந்து zoom in
இரும்பின் தொன்மை நூல் வெளியிடுதல்.
வந்து இந்த செலெக்ஷன்
கீழடி திறந்தவெளி மற்றும் கங்கை கொண்ட சோழவரம் அருங்காட்சியகங்களுக்கு அடிக்கல் நாட்டுதல்.
போயிட்டு நம்ம
கீழடி இணையதளத்தினை தொடங்கி வைத்தல். நாள் 23/1/2025. நேரம் காலை 10:30 மணி. இடம் அண்ணா நூற்றாண்டு நூலக கலையரங்கம், கோட்டூர்புரம், சென்னை 6,85,000.
டூலை வந்து ஆன் பண்ணி
நன்றி, வணக்கம். ஓகேவா சார்?
இந்த லேயர் வந்து
ஓகே சார், தேங்க்யூ.
எந்த லேயர் நம்ம எடிட் பண்ணோம்னா ரிவர் லேயர் தான். அந்த ரிவர் லேயர்
ஹலோ ஹலோ, நீங்கள் என்னீசை கேட்டிருப்பது?
இதை பண்ணிட்டு என்ன பண்ணலாம், இது கட் பாலிகன்
வருகிற
ஆமாம்,
சட்டமன்ற தேர்தலில்
இந்த எடிட்டர் டூல்
நீங்கள்
ஆமாம்
Mic check, 1, 2.
Good morning. On the Tamil Nadu State Archaeology Department has now involved in preparing a archaeological and historical atlas. Now we prepared some of the draft copy of the maps and how to place this map, how to carry forward these maps to the public. So our intention is beyond that academic body, we want to carry these maps to the public domain. So that way we would like to place these all, whatever the draft copies are, we placed on the map in front of you, so that your suggestion and any criticism or the way we want to make presentation, that will enhance the quality of the map. So that is the main intention of making this presentation. Not that all the maps are very complete. Still, it has to be updated, but still the work is going on. So, next one, now there are several team members. I think all the team members have come. I will read one after another. They can get up and they salute to the senior scholars. And we are having Buttu Shankar is right now here, and he is the co-investigator of this project, and also Dr. Yatish Kumar, also co-investigator of this project. And Minister Manikandan is here, and Mr. Arun Kumar, and Mr. Kumareshan is there, and Balaji, Mr. Balaji has come. Yeah, okay. And Akshada is there. She is taking care of these photoshops, and Manaru didn't come, and Elandandral actually has to leave for Central University, Karnataka, and Sanmaheshwari is there, and Divya and Jayasuriya is there. So Mullai Vendan could not come due to some personal issues. And other, Manjula is there here. Yeah, he is assisting our official works. So these are the team. Actually, they are collecting from prehistoric down to Vijayanagar period, the datas. Next one. Actually, there are academic consultants are there. Actually, that Professor Subbarayalu is already has a team head for our Historical Atlas of South India that we have done digitized earlier. And for Dr. Rajagopal, Dr. Dayalan, Dr. Shanti Papu for free history, Dr. Vedachala for epigraphy and iconography, Dr. Shantalingam and Dr. Sethuraman, all corporates, and Dr. Selva Kumar. All people we are consulting. Beyond this list, we are having several people also we are consulting. Next. So now that before we are starting that, we thought whether we can go for only for archaeology, but later on we thought that let us include geology, geomorphology, geography, ecological setting of this Tamil Nadu, and also Indian culture has managed to assimilate, accommodate and preserve several traditions. How to place these type of traditions on the map is a big challenge to us. And when the literary, and in the case of Tamil Nadu, the literary data is there like a Sangam literature and Bhakti literature and later literature, also medieval literatures. And epigraphical data is a very huge. I will show you the number of inscriptions available in Tamil Nadu. And numismatic data is also coming up, but though it much less in excavations, but stray findings and hoards are more. So that archaeological data, then archival sources also we have incorporated, and we are trying to give a big panoramic view on this cultural heritage of Tamil Nadu through the map. So it is not our initially, actually Suvarsberg, a historical atlas of South Asia, very famous one. Now after the Irfan Habib has done the work of Mughal Empire and ancient Indian history, then Oxford University atlas also there. Then another archaeological atlas of West Bengal, that done by the Center of Archaeological Studies and Training, like Chattopadhyaya, and also Vivek Kumar Singh, Archaeological Atlas of Bihar. We are having our own catalog of archaeological site. 2 volumes have already published. So initially we have started Historical Atlas of South India funded by Ford Foundation. During that time, we have collected the entire data till that time. So for Kerala and Tamil Nadu, we have collected at that time. But as a pilot study, we have taken up from Andhra Pradesh and also Karnataka, assuming that we can extend our study to other region also. We want to hand over our project to them so that they can carry forward that atlas. They can hand over the material to the Maharashtra. No, that was the biggest aim we are having. A fund was not a constraint. Ford Foundation also came forward to do that, even including Sri Lanka. So, but the data is not coming up because Professor Keshavan Veluthat is in charge for Karnataka, and also Alok Parasharan is in charge for Andhra Pradesh. Then we decided that, okay, let us complete our data first, then we will move forward. That is the way we pursued the government. The government agreed to that. So we are preparing archaeological and historical atlas of Tamil Nadu. Now, there are certain basic information is available, like a political geography of the Chola country. The complete inscription has been incorporated by Professor Subbarayalu. So the medieval period, we are having a better picture or better data set. And with based on that experience, we have prepared, myself, Yatish Kumar and Dr. S. Selva Kumar, and catalog of archaeological sites. So the 2 volumes we have brought out, and now it has been updated, the entire set of archaeological sites we are having. Then Dr. Subbarayalu and Muthu and Balamurugan now working in Archaeological Survey of India Epigraphy branch. By incorporating that medieval period, they have prepared Nadus and Urs in medieval Tamil Nadu. So already that it is available in hard copy, the book has been published. Then Vedachalam, as a part of his PhD program and his 30 years of service in Tamil Nadu State Archaeology Department, he has prepared the historical and social geography of Pandya country, and also instrumental in bringing that as in a map form by Subbarayalu and Dr. Muthu Shankar. So what are the major time scale we have taken? Now we are having Lower Paleolithic, Middle Paleolithic, Upper Paleolithic, Microlithic, Neolithic and Iron Age. This vertical linear pattern of things are available. But however, now Upper Paleolithic, the number of sites available to us, the identification of the Upper Paleolithic site, like MLK Murthy has done good work in Chittoor, and some of Dr. Kumar has done a good, beautiful PhD thesis on Vellore region, that adjoining the Chittoor region. So some of the materials are available. But whether there are some controversy with related to Upper Paleolithic, but still we are placing that on the map, and we are giving some question mark also. So that is we planned in that way. Then, so starting from prehistory down to Vijayanagar period, we have taken the data. With regarding to next, the data we have taken from all PhD theses from Manoranmaniam Sundaram University, Madurai Kamaraj University, Tamil University, Madras University, all the universities we have collected, whatever the thesis they have done, MPhil thesis and PhD, from the data we have taken from there. And even we have taken, even small, 1 site, 2 site, 10 sites are available in the MA destination, that also incorporated, and we also ground checked. And as usual, IIR volumes are there, DFARMs are there, all published material in journals, books, newspapers. Even today, if it appears in the newspaper, automatically it will go to our database. After the ground check, that will be, because some of the site may be of Neolithic, but they report it as a Paleolithic. So for that, we have to ground check some of the sites, that we are doing that work also. Then, all the sites, even if you take the old IIR volumes or ancient India volumes or theses, they are not having geo-coordinates. And some of the sites are available, villages is available, there you can get the geo-coordinates. But sometimes the site is away from the site, like about 10 kilometers, sometimes 2 kilometers away from the Jawadi Hills or other hills. There we used to go to the place and we take a geo coordinates, or from digital map we extract the geo coordinates. And how we are preparing the data sheet means we are theme based the data. Like for instance, in general map if you take it, the theme one is old map, the general old map we will give. Where the South Asia is, that also we will be given. And India, what is the position of India, that will be given. Within the position of India where Tamil Nadu locates, that also will be given. So that way we are having the same geology and geomorphology also, Indian soil, Tamil Nadu soil and Indian climate, Tamil Nadu climate, Indian geology, Tamil Nadu geology, all like that. So macro level and micro level, we will be giving that one. Next one. Then I am giving only one theme. I am just how we are collecting the data, how we are separating the data. Every theme or sub-theme will be having representation of one map. So that way, if you take it ceramic maps, all ceramics we will take. But within the ceramics, you are having black and red ware, rasa coated ware, some other ceramics are available, rotated ware, amphora jar, imported ware, all that will be having a separate map. So, like in the Roman artifacts, you are having Roman coins and Roman artifacts. That we are giving. Then we are having political map, like a Tamil Brahmi inscription map and coins, both Panchmar coins and the NBP. And like that, these are several maps we are bringing, and each theme, like early historic period alone, we will be having more than 10 or 12 maps. And there are sub-maps also available. Next one. If you take a early medieval, you are rock cut caves. But rock cut caves, the entire Tamil Nadu, we are taking the rock cut caves, and also Pandya rock cut cave, and Pallava rock cut cave. Then their minor dynasticities also have made rock cuts. So all separate will be given, that one. Sorry. So if you take a Pallava, a structural, and now I would like to, I will, one after another, I will ask some suggestions, whether we can go by dynastic or we can go by time scale. That we have to decide for placing in our map. Then like a Pallava, Pandya, Chola, instead of using that name, early medieval, medieval, late medieval, like that we can use, or the same dynastic style we can use it. That we have to decide. Then Saiva temples, Vaishnava temple, Buddhist, Jain, minor dynasties and copper plates, territorial divisions, and loose sculptures also we have taken into account. The number of inscriptions, important inscriptions that found in the map. The student may not be knowing where the war has taken place. So that also we are planning to place it in the map. So like a Pallava bronze and memorial stones. Some of the maps I will show you. So this is a formal Indian map we are giving for everywhere. And also within that Tamil Nadu district map for political boundaries, what we call it. Then administrative divisions, whatever we are having, these are we are going to use in each one. Next one. And physical map also we are giving, and we are also giving a geology map. When you are placing in, yesterday people are asked where are the iron ores are available. So we will place iron ores on this physical map or geological map that will be displayed. So for that we are using the geological map. And also geomorphology, the soil, a lateritic soil where you are having a magnetic ores and all, the coastal zones, and different type of soil is there, different type of ecosystem is there in Tamil Nadu. What we are telling yesterday, Dr. Selvakumar expressed that there is Tolkappiyam is mentioned about the 5 eco zones. So how you represent that eco zones on the map, that is our concern. Next one. So now we are giving a Paleolithic. So then lower Paleolithic, middle Paleolithic, upper Paleolithic, microlithic and Neolithic. All the maps will be there. And within that, whenever it is crowded, and we are giving sub-maps within that as an insert. So if you can elaborate, and also otherwise we can give a separate map also. That is possible because the student who is looking for the site, sometimes points alone will be visible. Unless otherwise you enlarge it, they may not be in a position to identify the archaeological site. For that purpose, we are planning to give a sub-map of that same map. And also here you can see that all the middle Paleolithic sites are located in and around a particular region that it will be exposed. And these type of microlithic tools, then you can say that microlithic, and wherever that context is available, where the microlithic still available with rock shelter, rock painting and microlithic, that photograph will be given. So anybody wants to do research on microlithic, they can go to the site. See, whatever the site we discovered, he need not to spend their time. He can conserve the time, energy, and he can go directly to the site, and from that site onwards, he can, further site, he can be, that can be discovered. Or he can maybe reinterpreted. So these are the tools also we are giving, because some of the places where we are thinking that it is maybe a upper Paleolithic, that is also people are wants to place it in microlithic period. So middle Paleolithic. So we are planning to give some of the photographs so that the scholar or a student, whoever is doing a research on a particular aspect, can re-examine the tools or the site. So for that purpose, we are giving both object and all. Next. With regarding to the Neolithic, as I told you, now recent discoveries, and we clearly know that earlier it has been reported by B. Narasimhaiah pre-Neolithic. Then I thought, what do you mean by pre-Neolithic? Either you say as a middle Paleolithic, or you can say as a Neolithic. That is not fair. Then I reported as a middle Paleolithic. Then finally we came to know that we both were wrong. That is just Neolithic. It is a production center where they are picking a flaking and the tools are being prepared. And now we got the groovings also, that production center also. Now number of sites we have discovered. After discovering the sites, we came to know that it's all completely Neolithic. So how we move forward from one set of data to another set of data, that both we are giving a photograph so that people can re-examine that one. So whatever that ethnographic study, wherever the Neolithic cells are available in the Jawadi Hills area, that Neolithic cells also will be given. Now it is under worship. Then we are having rock paintings of Neolithic period that will be given, and also engravings will be given, petroglyphs also will be given. And the second one is paintings and Neolithic grooves or engraves, whatever is there, that alone will be given. Where the concentration is more, in Dharmaburi region or in Madurai region, that you will come to know. But this picture is not, I can't say this 100% perfect. The problem is tomorrow people may discover more data, that picture of that map may change. But they are permitted to change these maps. And second one is that groovings, how the groovings looks like. So this is the one we are having, the groovings. No, next one. Yeah. That wherever you are having this small perennial pond, close by, we are having number of groovings. So this one, when I have excavated in 2002 in Mailadumbarai, the groovings were very much available there, but I have not noticed that one. When this concept has come, again we are revisiting with Dr. Parandaman and all, we discovered these all groovings. So that means, since trained archaeologists or trained eye itself is missing this type of data, so better to give the picture. So the student who are seeing these all data or photograph or images, they may recall in their field work and they can get the data perfectly. So that more than 42 such Neolithic grooving site now recently discovered. The only thing is that normally that goddess, for the turmeric they will prepare. That is the way they call Kandimar, the Manjal Techa Kulucha Idam, they will call it. So in the mean, locally they call it. That term we don't know. So now if you go there, if you ask them, then they will immediately show you the Neolithic groovings. So that way the local term we are not aware of that term. So for that purpose we are giving all these things. Then we are nearby petroglyphs also there. Next. This nearby, you are having Neolithic painting, rock painting in a red ochre, and you are having a petroglyph, and you are also having this type of Neolithic site, Neolithic habitation mound. Now you want to see the entire context, then you can able to see. Some of the type site we are giving the photographs, so the people can go and do or can rewrite the Neolithic site. So then what we have done, which is earlier, which is later? Painting. The rock art, the red ochre is earlier and white is later because all the white ochres are superimposed on red ochre. So that way, layer wise if you take it, so we separate it. Red ochre is separated and white is separated. That also, together also we are giving. So that people can do that which is early Neolithic site where the available, where the late Neolithic sites are available. For this purpose, based on the rock art, and we have completed, there are about 200 rock art sites are available. Now 40 sites have been completely documented, including scanning. And after that, we have given 2 volumes already published to the government of Tamil Nadu. They may publish that one. So remaining 100 and this took about 2 to 3 years. So another 20 to 30 years will take remaining rock art site to be documented because you have to climb the hillock among with other works. And moreover, the micro level, micro region also will be given. So where if we take it a particular polar basin, and the polar basin, what are the sites are available, and also close by, next adjoining region, what are the sites are available, that will be given. So that we believe that when we are giving this type of data to the research institution or individuals, that research will be accelerated. So that further research will be continued and we may get more data from these base data. So there are 4 maps we are giving or where are the same different site we also we are, but each one will be having separate. So right side will be map and left side will be a text about that, short text about that, but it's all A4 size. And A3 size also we are planning, then A4 size also we are planning. So all the data will be available, all the map will be available on the right side, and the left side you will be having a small write-up on the particular aspect. For geological map, what I am telling, next one. So this is one of the largest Karkiur, and also we are having rock art. So the shelter also will be given, and also the painting will be given. And what we have done with the help of AutoCAD and all that, we are having both white paint as well as red ochre. So the color indicates the color itself. So you can come to know what type of animal is used in the early period, what type of animal is there in the later period also. So anything from cattle or wild animal to cattle, that all you can judge from this rock art. Then as megalithic burial sites, so what in the entire India, what is the scenario? Like where are the dolmens are available? Where are the stone circle and cairn circles are available, concentration. Then cyst burial, menhir, sarcophagus, umbrella stone like in Kerala, the hat stone, and rocket chambers that is peculiar to Kerala, that is available. So the broad picture of the Indian megalithic monuments will be given in the map. Then after that micro level study will be go. If you take it from right side, you can see that within the Tamil Nadu, there are certain cultural gaps, geographical gaps. Don't think that there is no archaeological sites there. Still we have not surveyed that area properly. So that in future, what are the target area we are supposed to survey, that also you can able to identify based on the map. So these are the maps like anthropomorphic or sarcophagus, menhir, dolmen, stone circle, cyst, habitation, all that will be having mark. And each map can be, each type also can be separated, as can separate map also can be given. Next. So in the case of Iron Age sites, yesterday people have asked where you are having ancient iron furnace. What are the iron ore? That all will be given there, and like an iron object where we got iron object in the excavation and also in the exploration. That all will be given, and you can see the GA site, this has been taken by Dr.  from a GIS map, Geological Survey of India. Now, will be knowing that what are the potential area where the iron ores are available or iron furnace is available. Then you can resurvey the area. For that purpose, we are giving that map also. The same iron age sites, you can be superimposed on that. And you can resurvey the area with a particular technology. Next one. So then we are giving a micro level, some of the importance like Adichandur, Sivagalai, Kotkai, Kayal Pattinam, this is a medieval port. So these all will be there. For that purpose, we are having a small micro level maps where the potential zones, archaeological zones, will be given. And with the case of memorial stones, we are having the earliest memorial stone so far discovered in India comes from here only. Because we are having the memorial stone in Brahmi script. So with Brahmi script, nowhere we found in India. So that way, that inscription also will be given what it is telling. Then one medieval and one late medieval. With inscription, without inscription. So that will be given. Then the entire memorial stones. And if you superimpose it, Iron Age megalithic monuments, particularly Cist Burial and Menhir, it will sit. So how the transformation has taken from memorials, megalithic monuments to memorial stones, then you can able to understand based on the map. Then what are the excavated sites in Tamil Nadu? This will be updated every year. Because every year we are going for new excavation. So every year the map will be updated. Whatever the site which you are having by Tamil Nadu State Archaeology, that we have placed it on the map. Then based on literature, whatever the places mentioned in the literature, what could be identified on ground, that has been given. So the Sangam age, Sangam literary resources, whatever is available, all the sites have been marked. The same way the rulers, that also will be given, where they have ruled in the different. Those state formation or the relation between the one to another, that you can able to, geographically you can analyze. So the same way capital cities, port towns, all that we are giving. Then what are the villages is mentioned in the Sangam literature, that is also placed in the one map. So like a Kodumanal, it is mentioned in Sangam literature, we excavated. Like a Porundal, that is mentioned in Sangam literature, we identified at ground, we have excavated. Like a Pumbuar or Korkai, the port, Pattanam, for that matter. So whatever the site mentioned in the literature, that may help to design your excavation programs. So for that purpose, we are giving that one. And your Sangam age coins, the issue with the Sangam age coins is, all the coins that has been reported from the Kaveri riverbed or Amaravati riverbed, and also they purchase in the shops. But very limited data is available from the stratigraphical context. So whatever is available in the stratigraphical context, we are with confidence we can place it. Whatever is available from the market, it is very difficult for us to place it. That also you can give a suggestion how to place that also in the map. Now we are having Roman coins, so that whatever the Roman coins found, you could see much of the concentration against the Palkat gap. And also another trade route. So all the Roman coins are only on the trade route, ancient trade route, nothing away from the site. So that way, even then we are giving right side. You can see this is only for suggestion. As I told you, right side map will come, left side text and images will come. Can we give like this type of maps, or we can remove all the images and bring it to the one place? That also can be carried out. And we are having Augustus coin, Julius Caesar coin, and gold coins, and also silver coins, and we are blind to bronze coins, and artifacts. That top one is an artifact that was from Karur. Then time scale. What are the coins are available, that time scale? Only our request is that, can we place it on the map or place it on in the text, along with the text? That is one important question that I would like to, on Panchmar coins, and Roman coins. So we believe that the Roman coins has come as a trade. And the same way Panchmar coins also. So when we place both together, then also we can able to reconstruct the trade routes. And other than potential trade also, we will come to know that one. So that purpose only we are given that one. Next. So the black and red ware, potential site with excavated site within India, that we are giving. There may be plenty of black and red ware site. Type site alone we have given. If you want the complete map of black and red ware, then we have to collect the data and we have to place it. But as on today, we are giving only type site. But in the case of Tamil Nadu, we are having the complete data with us. So we place the black and red ware site. Because black and red ware is coming from almost in early Iron Age down to early historical period. So that way, the entire thing, black and red ware has been paid, like a white painted black and red. Yesterday we have shown you that is, time goes back to mid of 3rd millennium BC. So, but all Brahmi inscription has written on a black and red ware. That comes only 3rd century BC. So whether we want to separate the early black and red ware and the late black and red ware, that we can do it. Early historic black and red ware, Iron Age black and red ware. So that I want your suggestion on that one. The same way, amphora jars, where you got amphora, and also rouleted ware, and also other Chinese ware probably. That all we are giving, but in all put together also, we can make one map. So whether you want separate based on ceramic, or we can put it on all the maps together, that we have to make it. Then Buddhism. What are the Buddhist sites so far discovered based on the literary sources, epigraphical sources, iconographic sources, that we have placed it on the map. So now we can see the concentration of Buddhist site, where it is located, which part is not, there is no Buddhism. And on the same way, the close view of that, all the Buddhist sculptures that are found in Nagapattinam region, because the Chola period, before Rajendra first, we are having a lot of Buddhist activities. So that has been, could be seen. And why we are not having later period Buddhist site, so that we can see one. And like same way, Jainism. So what is the difference between Buddhism and the Jainism? Internal trade, that is completely under the control of Jainis. But whereas if you see the Buddhist, it is all the maritime trade is under the control. That's why it went to Sri Lanka and Southeast Asian countries. But Jainism could not go that much. So through the map, you can able to learn how this control of the trade, who is controlling, which community is controlling, that you can able to understand. And also any area which is considered, we are giving another map so that people can read all the site, archaeological site. So like a graffiti yielding sites. So we are having 140 sites so far. We have collected graffiti, more than 15,000 graffiti inscribed potsherds we have so far documented. And every day the data is accumulating. So that maybe that the picture may change after 5 years. When we are updating, the entire picture may change. And what about graffiti has transformed into script. That also you can see wherever you are getting graffiti, there all you are getting the Tamil Brahmi inscriptions, both in potsherd, in an inscription on the rock, and also even gold bar also we are having, and potsherds. Of course, we are having that type of data, and we are giving that to understand the literacy level during the time that also you can see it. And the same, what are the major inscriptions found in Tamil Nadu, that also we are giving separate map, and also with all, including cave, everything put together also we are giving one map. Now parts on the part side also we collected. You can see how many sites starting from Chennai up to Kanyakumari, all the sites are having the Tamil Brahmi inscribed potsherd. So the literacy level was so high everywhere. They are having the people who are knowing the writing system. The same thing Madurai, in Madurai there is a concentration is more, particularly rock inscriptions that is given there. Next one. Yeah, in the case of Pallava rock cut, whether the dynasty extended beyond Kaveri, no. The last rock cut cave that we are getting near Trichy only. So beyond that, we don't have their dynastic imprints. So, but in the same way, but its concentration is in and around Kanchipuram and also northern part of Tamil Nadu. When you take a Pandyas, the same contemporary dynasty, you can see their rock cut caves is not going beyond Kaveri region. So the political boundary, based on even your art and architecture, you can decide. So that is the way we are given that one. Next one. And based on our data that are available from early historic and even Iron Age, and inscription data, literary data, epigraphical data, not only in potsherd, and numismatic data, all the data put together, then also the inscription that name is mentioned, what highway name is mentioned, and we are having milestone also. So that all put together, and we have created a map that give you approximate the highway, which direction the movement has taken place. For that purpose, we are having like a port town, how it is connected to port town, and also trade centers, all that we will be having. So now ASI monuments, even ASI is not having this map, so we are planning to give to them. So what are the monuments available with ASI? As on today, both UNESCO as well as all the declared monuments, we have prepared a map. So this itself is on historical significance is there, because all the monuments are historical monuments. Then you are having monuments in Tamil Nadu. How much we are having? Then we can superimpose both. So by that you will come to know how many monuments are there in Tamil Nadu. That you can understand. Next one. This is we are planning. Left side will be having text, and right side we will be having a map. So small description about Roman coins in Tamil Nadu, that will be given. And all reference will be given at the end. Here all we are giving where we have collected the data, that reference will be given, so that anybody want to carry forward their research, they want to know where all these materials are published, say they can read that bibliography and then collect the data. This is just I am giving. This is very small piece, and why I am now I am giving Lower Paleolithic. We feel that it may not be sufficient. There may be some description about the type site, like Athirambakam. If you take a Arikamedu, like a Kodumanal, or now Sivakalai for Iron Age, and like sarcophagus, we are having Kilnamandi, like Adichanallur, some site which are, we feel that it is a type site, that the site description is required. And about the photo images of that type site, we can give it also along with the map. So that was the intention. So as I told you, the list of sites so far we have collected, Lower Paleolithic down to the Vijayanagar period, and also excavated sites, Sangamej site, and rock-cut caves, Roman coins. There are several things, even oil press, the inscription, which is very important for trade. That also, now 7,520 sites already are placed on the map. So now there are different overlapping also there, that I agree. And political geography, this is the credit goes to Professor Subrailu. Based on the inscription, he has created the political geography. And Dr. Vedachalam, Dr. Shantalingam, and Dr. Subramaniam, all that they have done their PhD programs. So from their PhD program, we have got the data. From that data, we are giving a picture of what do you mean by Pandya Mandalam, what be Chola Mandalam, Kongu Mandalam, all these major macro regions we are placing in the map, what we mean by Naduvil Nadu. And here, then small territories within the major territory, that also we are preparing. You can see the right side, and the Kaveri Delta prepared by Professor Subrailu, that give a picture about the emergence of minor territories within the major territory. And the chieftains also, who is holding that particular territory based on the inscriptional data. Who is holding that particular region, why it is called that name, that all will be given in the text. And this here, we are giving the name of that particular minor territories. So Nadu, you can see that how much Nadu is there. The complete picture of the Nadu we are giving, and also and Ur also we are giving with that. So the whatever the names available in the inscription, that has been geo-coordinated and that has been placed on the map. So if you want the name of the village also we can give, but it is so crowded. If you say that one, oh no, that also requirements, we will zone by zone, we will take the map and we will give the name of the villages also. The data is available. So the total number of South Indian inscription published by ASI, that we have taken this almost 10,000 it comes, 44 volumes. Tamil Nadu State Archaeology Department also published approximately 8,500 inscription from 62 volumes. And on ARE volumes also we are having 61. And number of inscription AR volume is having only a short description. Complete description you will not be getting. So that case we have to see AR original inscription, then you have to extract the data. We may not be having that much time, but whatever the available with ARE that we have taken. And we are having total number of Tamil inscription also in ARE volumes. And published Tamil Archaeological Society, Tamil Nadu Archaeological Society in Avanam volume, they almost now, as on today, they publish almost 5,000 inscriptions, new inscriptions. From there also data has been taken. And total number of inscriptions published by other institutions. We are having other institutions like Varalaru is there, some historical societies. We have taken data from them. That also comes around 4,000. And now about 54,000, almost more than 50,000 inscriptions starting from 6th century BC down to Vijayanagar period we are having. So data is so rich, but extracting, because same villages will be having more number of inscription. So that's why we are told the number of villages will be less, but number of inscriptions are more. But the data is available with around 50,000 inscriptions. So out of 50,000, we can say that only 2,000 odd villages could be identified on the map. So that way we have done. And next, it is only a small step. We are not telling that whatever is possible, we are trying to place it on the map. Whatever the archaeological, numismatic, literary, epigraphical data, we are trying to gather with the help of all the research staff members. And we do hope that the future generation with emerging data, archaeological, both epigraphical, numismatic, literary and archival data, field data also, they can redraw our map and will make better presentation than us. So we thank all the scholars, students, institutions and host of individuals who supported this noble task. And finally, we thank the Honorable Chief Minister again that they are all supporting with sufficient finance. So we could able to carry forward of this project work. So now, a very important thing, the top one is an anthropomorphic figurine from Motur. That was a stone. Today, it is a god. I can't go near to that. In my naked eye. Another one is that he is a Tirthangara. Now converted to god Kartikeya. The second one is a Tirthangara. You can see the umbrella. And there the head is removed and the place is a woman, a goddess. Now, which one I have to place it in the map? The previously Tirthangara converted into goddess, shall I say, or I say the present condition is Adali Amman, they call it. Today I can call it in the map as Adali Amman temple, they are very famous temple. So all are very famous. Or both I have to give. That also, because historical process, social process, Jainism losing their hold, and another Hinduism is taking over that part. That also you will come to know through that. So now another I will show you the PDF maps very quickly. We can go folder. I think they are not copied, I think. Yeah. Already I broke it. Yeah, yeah. I will hand over the mic to Dr. Muthusankar. He was associated with us in French Institute of Pondicherry and a GA specialist. And from the day one, from our historical laws of South India, at the time itself we associated, he knows handling all the maps and data also. I will request him to take over the platform to address the gatherings.
Thank you, sir. Just I'm showing the just draft report, already prepared map. Already up to now, we have prepared 80 maps. We touched up to the early historic. The data is collections up to early, from Stone Age to up to early historic. We started prepared the maps is ready. So same time the collection tables are ready for the up to 16th century is there. Same time, we are planning the text also to prepare the text, because up to now we are planned to nearly 140 themes. So the 140 themes we need to prepare the text also. So now our scholars are started from the text from the early historic. Just I am showing the just only 3 themes. Okay, yeah, I will show you. Yeah, Atlas PDF. First that one. Okay. So up to now, I will show you the draft report of all the maps just for your visible purpose. Okay, just a bit. Okay. So. இது பண்ணுறேன் மூணு மேப் சிஸ்டம் ஓகே 1 second. Yeah, first I am starting with the so we plan 1 page is map. The map also inside in because already the South Asian Atlas Schwarzberg, the map, other graphs, images, all are that is our inspiration. That type of we need to all the maps, graphs, art, all the art, all are we need to in the maps. So the just example of the is prepared by the Akshata. So just map with the tools, all the images also. The next. Okay, next. Scroll down. Yeah. Same time, the left side. Right side is map. Left side is text. Text plus all the images. Same time, professor told if it's Adhirambakam, the special site, then we will give the special box for that one. We give the more information about that site also. That is also our plan. Okay. Yeah. Next. Yeah. This is we plan for the one theme up to 3 pages. And it depends on we plan to take the 3 pages. We take in this one. Same. The next you can close it. You can open and another one. INH, you can close it. Then INH. Then I am showing the INH map. Okay, this is the map. Right side it will come. Just you can go down. Yeah, it will go. Yeah. So the map. The same time some images also. Yeah, please. Yeah, please you can show them. Yeah, images also. Wherever the empty places, we plan to occupy all the informations. Maybe text, maybe graph, maybe other things. We need to put all the places, we utilize all the places also. Just you can come. Yeah. Then the text will come same time. Yeah, please. Just for the example only. In a bigger. Yeah, we plan to print hard copy format. So the first our is one hard copy, that also bilingual. We plan to first in English, then Tamil also. I think Professor forgot this one. A3 size printed format. Oh, 1 second. Sir, we don't. So already the draft copy I will show you is there. You can just peruse. Okay. Just for this one. This is for the ironage. Then I will show you the memorial stone. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, so the next theme, memorial stone. So the map, same time, some images, then the text also, the memorial stone, that information also is there. So this is just for the or example only. It's not finalized, because just we prepared the just 2 days before only. So this is the idea. We need to more clearly, more beautifully. We plan to informative. That is our aim. Okay. So just I am showing the hard copy of all the maps. Same time, maps are printout maps are also available for the tea time. Then you can visit also. I will show all the maps. Just up to now what we did. So the already Professor told the world map, India state map, physiography of the Tamil Nadu map, then geomorphology of Tamil Nadu, geology of the Tamil Nadu, land cover, land use map of this one. Then we plan to put it already sold eco zones and soil map also we plan to give this in this one. Then climate zone also we plan. This is all planned to general maps. Afterwards, administrative maps we plan to, because administrative maps are district up to taluk level administrative maps we are planned to give. Then each map is backside is district boundary is there. Then the river name or river boundary is there. Then the elevation also we plan to use this one. So the lower I am starting from the prehistory one, lower Paleolithic sites, then lower Paleolithic tools, my middle Paleolithic sites in the Tamil Nadu, upper Paleolithic sites, then microlithic sites in Tamil Nadu, then rock painting, Neolithic grooves and engraving sites, then rock painting sites in Tamil Nadu, Neolithic groove sites of Tamil Nadu, engraving sites of Tamil Nadu, rock painting pigments in Tamil Nadu, both red and white words we prepared. Then rock painting, red pigment only. Already Professor explained, because this is for the useful for the students and researchers. So the red paint, then rock painting for red and white pigments, then rock painting white pigments of the Tamil Nadu, then the ironage sites of Tamil Nadu. If it are more cluster, because the ironage site up to now is 3,200 sites, because the last map we finalized 3,200 sites. So 3,200 too much clumsy. Then we plan to Tamil Nadu, the zoom plus a lot of part by part we planned. So ironage in the northern portion, okay, it's okay. It's just for the, I'm showing this one. Ironage sites in the different places in this one, okay. Then ironage sites are in the South Tamil Nadu, the South Tamil Nadu area. Then ironage groove sites, then ironage grave sites, ironage habitation sites, like that ironage urn sites, there is more than one. Then ironage cairn circle sites, ironage stone circle sites, then ironage dolmen sites, only the hill area mostly present in this one. So ironage, menhir sites, then ironage sarcophagus sites in Tamil Nadu, then anthrop pit burial, ironage site, just heading, we need to all correct, now is using the Jayasuriya only putting the heading in this one, we need to correct all this one, just as a draft one, black and red ware sites in Tamil Nadu, gravity yielding sites in Tamil Nadu, then early historic sites. Up to now, this is a prehistoric site, now we are touching with the early historic one, early historic sites of Tamil Nadu. Then Sangam rulers from the literature, already Professor told, is from literature we collected this one, Sangam authors and place, Sangam Ur and Nadu, then capital chief port trade centers of Tamil Nadu, routed were sites of Tamil Nadu, Ambra for sites, Tamil Brahmi inscription, yeah, oh, like that, okay, this is the maps is ready. So, yeah. Just so these are the things is there. Same time, weight and measurement. I think sir, weight and measurements also we plan to put weight and scale measures in the Tamil Nadu. Okay, these things. Then Asian way. This is already a professor told this one. So This is up to our we prepared. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for this one. So now is open for this. Any your suggestions are welcome, please.
Actually, your maybe it is small or big, but your suggestion will enhance our quality of the map. That is our appeal to the not only from scholars, even because as I already told, for younger generation we are preparing this map. You say this map is not necessary for us, or if the map is more useful to us, or if you make this map in this way, it may be more useful for our research. So younger generation suggestions are most welcome, because we are here as senior scholars. We will rectify and those things, and we will adopt. Yeah, definitely. See, we are waiting for the criticism only, more than that appreciation.
Already I know your criticism already. Tamil Nadu only. Tamilagam, you want to say Tamilagam minor.
Actually, this is hugely colonial kind of a agenda you follow. I was remembering who is the father of Indian archaeology. You know, he came up to Orissa and managed to enter. The whole division, you know, they could transcend many boundaries, being colonial people. But the entire archaeology had a backlog of what Cunningham did as North India, South India. Now, Professor Dilip Chakravarti was telling you are doing something that no Indian state could do. Okay? Your effort is something that can transcend what Cunningham did. So kindly leave out this administrative boundary. At least you have to take your step from what the earlier Atlas program did. Now they went 2 steps ahead, you are going 3 steps behind. Because archaeology has the only potential in any knowledge system to transcend boundaries and be subversive, to help us redefine us. This is like what happens in Kerala. You know, we have children who study, they become, I say cosmic because they become medical doctors, engineers, many things. But when they come back to their home, you know, we have a strange caste system, not the Chaturvarnya. We have half a dozen of Nayars, half a dozen of Ijavas. And the primary identity is what it matters. So now I feel Tamil Nadu is becoming extremely small. It is total irrelevant because it is a matter that have not even 1 century. Less than 1 century Tamil had its identity. And none of us, we go back. So I think this atlas should be named the Historical Archaeological Atlas of the Indian Subcontinent. Put a hyphen. Then you go, and even if you want the Tamil Nadu region. But I think epochs or foundational periods, whether it is Neolithic, whether it is Sangham, anything that you can decide, should be the criteria. Your team should go across the boundaries. Whatever little, you know, you cannot do everything. Our lifetime is very temporal. So do something that probably the colonial masters at least did. Not confined to the independent India's administrative divisions, which doesn't do any sense to any archaeological or historical studies. At least the last time Kerala was included. Of course, there was nothing done practically. So I think you should convince yourself first, and I think you have a very nuanced, very leadership who will agree to it, because you are showing the Indian subcontinent that there is a other way of looking at it. So I think this title is absurd. That's why I said, will you accept critical comments?
Yes,
Because you have one of the, kind of Cunningham kind of positions you are in. Now you are saying, I am belong to a subcaste, and I will only allow my daughter, who has become such a intellectual in the world, to get married to someone who belongs to that caste. No, I think that is little small. There is no need, especially as we are not the kind of scientists who are trapped in the present. We often, at least through our intellectual excursions, we go far deep and we touch ancestors who have nothing to do with our identity. Thank you.
Thank you very much because actually we expected that crossing a political boundary and going to a cultural boundary as archaeologists, you don't have the political boundary at all during the time of Neolithic or Paleolithic, whatever the time we call it. I fully agree. The problem which we have faced in the initial state, even as I told you, historical atlas of South India, what is our intention, even going to Sri Lanka? First we started from Tamil Nadu and going to Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh and Kerala we won, and we have given a pilot project. We are collecting our data, you collect your data, and we will all put together, then we will give South Indian picture, then let them do other part of India, then we can give a picture. So these only when we say cultural boundary of Upper Paleolithic, even assume that we are, for example, I am taking Chittoor, we are having a lot of Upper Paleolithic. But I am giving only Tamil Nadu boundary side, Upper Paleolithic in the Vellore region. Chittoor region I have not included. The problem for us, particularly for me, I don't have any total control of the data. I don't have anything. Even I have given how many years we have given to Kerala, the project to Professor Keshavan Veluthat. Same period only we have prepared our map. There is no, that historical atlas project funded by Ford Foundation by Andhra Pradesh, Kerala and Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. When we could able to produce our map, then other people has to do the same thing in the same period. They are telling we don't have this much of control over the data, but we have to collect the data. But we have to, someone has to initiate. Okay, if someone initiate and bring the data, I will remove all these political boundaries. And we can go as a Neolithic boundary and Upper Paleolithic or whatever we call it. Even Sola Empire also now in Mysore. So the problem is that the control, I am not having the control over the data. And the period is very short for me. About 3 years' time I have to complete the project and I have to submit the report to the government of Tamil Nadu. And they are ready to propose. Even if anyone is coming forward after submission of this report, if I suggest to the government, sir, why can't we step out and go to next state and we can collect the data and we can place it. So slowly we can move. That is what when Ford Foundation told to us, why can't you take Sri Lanka? Then okay, no problem. We are having our own friends in Sri Lanka, like Dr. Anura Manatunga is there, Sudarshan Senavaratne was there, Pushparatnam is there, so many people are there. But since we stopped with Tamil Nadu, though they are very much interested in giving the fund, because amount of data which we have shown, the same amount of data didn't come from Kerala or Karnataka or Andhra Pradesh. So even while placing this project proposal also, I thought that better to stop with Tamil Nadu because the total control you are having, then after that you can move forward. So this is a good idea that as an archaeologist, as academicians, we have to break this political boundary and step out of this and go to a cultural boundary. And in India, a panoramic view, a kaleidoscopic view, you can give it. Even Indian subcontinent, as he said, even the Indian subcontinent itself, we are having northwest, different cultural zones. So definitely I have, we agree, totally agree with Professor Cherian with regarding to this presentation. And the only issue is that only data set. Then when the data set is there, just we can throw these all boundaries and we can move forward. Thank you very much for your kind suggestion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how to put it, how to express my feelings. My first feeling is that I am simply overwhelmed by the academic thought behind this volume. This is possibly the richest source of historical studies, history in a broad sense, of any part of our country. I mean, people familiar with Tamil Nadu history have to spend very long hours poring over each of these maps. A lot of history lies buried here, and it will be task of the future historians to bring out the history in it. Many PhD theses can be turned out on the basis of these maps. I'm absolutely amazed. Absolutely amazed. It's a very bold academic thought. Very, very bold indeed. I congratulate you, Professor Rajan, and your team. And it gives me enormous satisfaction to see that you have taken things to this level. There will be technical problems. There will be technicalities, no doubt about it. But the sheer thought behind it. As everybody knows, India is very rich in historical sources. But the point is, do you know what the historical sources are? This is the first time that for a particular part of India, we have got all the historical sources in one volume. This is unimaginable. Lord is with you. You have been able to pull it off. Very few people in the world would have been able to pull this off. I'm overwhelmed, actually. And I've got nothing for this except very, very warm admiration. This model should be followed in every corner of the country. You see, it is the lack of imagination which is always in the Indian historical studies. We are not interested in our land. South Indian historians have spent a lot of time by debating whether the Cholo state was in the model of some African state or something. Am I right? Bartenstein and all that. Ridiculous. And we have been following them, just like that. What can I say? I mean, for our team members, I would say it will always be a privilege to be part of this kind of team, this kind of motivated team. You should take pride in that. I shall raise only 2 or 3 historical points. One is, you see, there's a tremendous amount of continuity in Tamil Nadu history. Somehow or other, I don't know how you'll do it, but somehow or other, you have to bring this out. Show this, demonstrate this. And also, there is this question of interlinking. If, for instance, you've got a temple here, but when you see the inscriptions, this temple is linked in various ways to various parts of Tamil Nadu. If possible, this may be brought out. This question of continuity and interlinking, I mean, if you please give some thought to these 2 issues, I mean, that will enhance the value of your superlative achievement, more historical content or focus.
Yeah, initially we thought of giving the total historical process. For instance, as I told you that Buddhist monument and Jain monuments, why the locational aspect first. Second, who is holding the internal trade, who is holding the maritime trade, international trade. that one. And from which period onwards, the Buddhism started going down through the maps, I am telling. And when another religion or another faith has taken over. The same way, the paleography, if you take it from 6th century BC down to Vijayanagar, the paleographic map we can give how the continuity of the language, but the script is changing. So that we can give. So there are such as several type of suggestions. That's why we required one paleography and the historical process or temple, the settlement of the temple, where the temples are located, early temples where they are located, where they are having the hold, and first Brahmadeya, where is created at Polanguruchi inscription. This type of finer fine-tune, we have to fine-tune the maps, some of the maps. Our extra map we are planning to give. So any new suggestions, we can convert it into map, and if the data is available, and then we can prepare map. There's no issue at all, sir. Only the thing is, that's why I'm telling, we are preparing a map, and one fine morning we are publishing. That may not be good also for us, also for the community also. What for we are working for the community. So ultimately it has to reach the community academics. For that purpose I am doing.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not finding proper words to congratulate the whole team who have done such a tremendous work in doing, they are all there, fortunately, doing this wonderful work involving tremendous effort. I have only few, questions or suggestions. That is, one thing is, after collecting so much of data, I feel it would be still more useful if you put it on the net in some kind of digital form, so that it can be accessed easily by anybody from anywhere with proper links and all. So initially when you were showing all this, I was thinking that it is going to be in a digital format on the net, etc. But anyway, I think since all the data is there, it is not that only you have to hire some server space to upload the data and then keep it on the server. So that would be very, very useful and accessible throughout the world, because the hard publication may not be so easily available to all the people. So that is one suggestion. And regarding the sources, you were mentioning that you have access to the PhD thesis from all this Tanjavur University and all this. So probably you might have accessed also the thesis submitted in other universities, and also maybe some foreign, because so many foreigners also have worked on the region. So you might have accessed, but I do not know. Yeah, if and another thing is, you are giving the sources. For example, a particular site is there.
Yes.
Yeah, so the source, etc., reference source, etc. So that also is an important thing. And to the possible extent, now may not be for all the sites, but at least for the remote sites like the rock painting sites, etc., when they are located slightly far away from the village, etc. When we go for exploration, what happens? They may say that it is on that particular hill, some gutta, something they say. So when we go there, there are so many stones and so many boulders. Under which boulder this painting is there is not usually, many times difficult to identify. So if you can put a Google Earth image showing an arrow that this is the boulder, where, because in one of our PhD thesis submitted recently, so we did the same thing. So we have put the Google Earth image close up of that region, and near the boulder we have put the, it requires more, this one, it may increase the volume, but I think that that would be very useful for the future researchers. So that also you can consider. Yeah, so these are a few of my suggestions. So at least take up that net availability.
Already government has directed the concerned department to make it as a digital format. So the digital format is already planned. Even when we started this program, at the time itself they told me, please kindly give the data, we are going to place it on the website. Then I said, it is still we are, now only we started. At the end, at the time of, after publication, the entire data will be available on the server, along with the image. That is digital map. With the locational aspect, when I am preparing this type of larger macro region and like a small offset, one picture, image, picture in picture, like that I can give that like a rock shelter, as you said. We are doing rock art site. Rock art site. How much struggle we are undergoing, that I am aware. So, but more than that, if I give the local name of that rock shelter, anybody can show you. So within the bracket, I can give the rock shelter name. If you ask that name, easily any community, they will show that is the place. So that also we can incorporate in rock art. Wherever it inaccessible area, where then we have accessed, where we know the local name, that local name we will give in bracket in italics, different font. So that the people can go and ask this particular rock shelter. So name, immediately the people will tell you. Any other place?
It's a very, you see, it's a large work actually. Collecting data itself is a huge task, and getting that data into geocoordinates and geocoordinates data into plotting sites, it's a very huge efforts that the team has put forward. And as you said, if the department or the government is looking forward to bring in a server form or the raw data which can be downloadable in a CSV or XML formats, so that will be a huge access across the global communities. So that can also bring in lot of research access that can be worked on number of sites, irrespective, because you have covered all the cultural phases. So the accessibility to research in the future will be very monumental and tremendous. This is the first part. 2 weeks ago, I happened to see this print form in the sir's office. During some of the slides, the state boundaries, other states, the neighborhood states, I think I can you can bring an uniformity in showing the other states. It is understood when we talk about geocultural boundaries. If you say Eastern Ghats, it goes up to Orissa. When we say Western Ghats, it goes up to Gujarat. When we say coastal sites on Indian Ocean, then you have to consider Indian Ocean rim, the rim itself. So in some of the maps, sir, the other states, maybe you can bring in some uniformity in showing the other state boundaries. Otherwise, the color coding is all, it has come very well. I was observing in this high resolution screen, it is really a tremendous work. And at the end of the day, if the raw data is accessible, I think it will boost further into the research and accessibility. I think this is the small observations.
Yeah, I have some additional information, maybe outdated. The point is, when we were students, postgraduate students of MA Archaeology, we were advised to go through some of the atlases prepared by J.D. Clark, Atlas of African Prehistory. And we have so many subdivisions of the Indian subcontinent. Australia has multiple subdivisions of the great continent. So single-handedly, he had done an Atlas of African Prehistory with classified information with transparencies which can openly on the parent map, base map, for example. And then you have so many criteria, different criteria, on different maps. You can overlay on the African map and you can find out the early Paleolithic sites, middle Paleolithic sites, late Stone Age sites, and things like that. It was a one-man effort. And then there, of course, he did not confine himself to Tanzania, Zambia, Somalia, and things like that. But in African prehistory is a unity, basically. They don't divide Africa into different regions when it comes to prehistory. Similarly, you must be definitely aware of U.S. Murthy's work. He prepared maps, the way in which you prepared, in terms of distribution of various types of megaliths across, based on literature, published literature available to him as of 1980s or so. Now, at that time, there were only 1,929 sites, according to him. Now, you have in Tamil Nadu only some 3,000 sites, megalithic sites, you were mentioning. So, if you can use those maps and then see how you can further improve the data presented in those maps by U.S. Murthy, it's an updation kind of a thing. So then we can transcend these boundaries, that we have. We have a map specifically for lower Paleolithic sites, specifically for middle Paleolithic sites, late Stone Age or upper Paleolithic and Mesolithic sites. And the density of sites increases. So this problem raised by our Cherian can be overcome if we look at India as one geographical unit, but then it can be subdivided culturally, because Dr. Sankalia also made an effort long back. Cultural subdivisions of India, things like that. But this kind of technology was not available, and the data now available is enormous, and then this is key to developing similar maps for other regions. That is where his work scores very, very high, and we are all greatly inspired. And then I remember we made a gazetteer of sorts, in South India, especially Neolithic sites, in our first volume on Indian priests, in Indian archaeology in retrospect. So that available, we had restrictions about, we had to depend. And then in Indian archaeology review, the same site is mentioned several times by several archaeologists and several issues of Indian archaeology review. So it was a very difficult problems to filter out, the repetitions and so on. So this has happened in many cases. That it can only be solved when we have geo-coordinates for each of the sites that go into the map and so on. So these are some wild thoughts I'm presenting.
Yeah. Anyway, please, I will end. So I have to disclose, actually. Former Director General asked me, can you prepare this atlas? Can you? I said, yes. There are scholars are available, like Professor Ravi Korishatar. I already suggested the names. And K.P. Rao is available in Andhra Pradesh, and Rajesh is available in Kerala, and Maharashtra Ravi Mohanty is available. So, but don't expect from us the map within 3 months or 4 months. It may take 3 years or 4 years, because people have to collect the data, then place it on the map. Then you suggest me one agency. I don't have any agency. I am sorry. Because these type of data cannot be generated by agencies. Agency can generate a map, but data cannot be generated. So I am sorry, madam, it is not possible for me to suggest. But scholars are available. So many people are available in Orissa. West Bengal already prepared a map. So what you feel, a mission on monuments, like that, mission on manuscript, like that, mission on maps you take up. Each state, let us have a one state coordinator. Okay, under him you give 10 people, like what we have given. They will collect the data. Then we will coordinate ourselves as a state coordinators, and you can have one director, mission director. So that will, but please give me 10 years of time, minimum, because everyone has to collect the data, then we have to discuss ourselves. As you said, Neolithic site, all, entire India, and Neolithic engravings, everything. Some of they are inaccessible, like Ladakh and all of those things, and so. And modern ethnographic studies in northeast, and this has to be taken into account. Then we have to prepare, because it is Archaeological Survey of India preparing a map. You have to, entire country has to be represented. So that is the only way to weigh out. But the shorter truth is not. I don't know any agency in India who can able to do this type of work without academicians. So that is my suggestion. Yes, you said that one, that what we prepare one Iron Age map based on Leshnik book and U.S. Murthy and Darshana, all the people, Selva Kumar, all these people who have collected. And after collecting data, it took little time for us. I thought whether I am stepping out of my time period of within 3 years. I have to finish it, this job. If, then what to do like that? Okay, one representative maps we will prepare at the moment. Because Neolithic, I know very well, several maps of yours is available. So easily that can be placed in the map. But what about other areas? I don't have. So, yeah. Then now these type of things record data, geo-coordinates is required. And by sitting here, I do not know how many villages are there. Even when translating from English to Tamil, or Tamil to English, we are struggling. Yeah, so because our superior, they don't use this dialectical marks and all, because it is too much academic. You are sending the material to the student. They may not be knowing how to pronounce it. Better use normal English. So that is the way we are now you are using. So that's why the feedback is more important to us. Actually, definitely I want this type of map for entire India. That is my asha also. That is my desire also. The problem is that how to take forward, because it requires resource, human resource, financial resource. It is only what we can do, one thing that we can all together, we can ask the Archaeological Survey of India to take up this project, Atlas project, as a mission. So mission director can, because when like monuments and antiquities, like that they can do it, because archaeology is having resource. And we are having people. In future you may not get the people also. You may be having money. So that is the only urgent need. Let us hope that already our Prime Minister has pressurized the Archaeological Survey of India to do the job.
You see, there used to be a project called National Atlas Project.
Yes.
And some volumes were published. Archaeological Survey of India should not have anything to do with this kind of map. This is strictly academic mindset map. So maybe they should set up a separate organization, or they should give responsibilities to individual academics like Professor Rajan, who can organize things in the state levels. By the way, how much money is required for Tamil Nadu state?
This 3 crores, sir.
Only 3 crores.
2 crores, and we are getting extension.
Suppose 3 crores.
Almost 3
How many
crores.
states do you have in the country?
Yeah, that is
Which is nothing for the country's budget.
But who is going to give?
No. You see, from my point of view, the implication of this map is enormous. First of all, we don't have any historical resource in the country. We'd better realize this point first. The historians who talk big, they can't tell you what their sources are. Straight as that. Now, this is the richest compendium of historical source that one can think of in the case of one state. And if such a compendium can be built up for each of our states, then the proper task of rewriting Indian history will begin.
True, but then...
You see, it is not true. The urgency of the situation must be driven into our head.
Whose head?
History. Everybody talks about rewriting Indian history.
No, but those who are sitting on the head of the institutions, they don't have head.
On the national level,
They don't belong to national level. See that what is we are seeing that, this is a tremendous work which has been carried out by the initiative and the kind of interest which they have shown. We travel all across the country. The interest and the kind of vision most of the people don't have. If someone has, they are pulled down. They are not given the scope to do it. It's not like that across the India there are not many people to do as Rajani is doing. There are people. They will be doing it. But the team which you have now, 35, 40 people, every day there will be some kind of obstruction that this is not there, this fellow is doing like that. And across the, the state boundaries, what Cherian told, it's absolutely fine. what Cherian is doing for the, for Kerala itself. Why he didn't do that? That he can only point out that Rajan should remove the boundary of Tamil Nadu and would get into that. There need to be some limitation, no? If Rajan takes up whole of country. That means nothing. That means nothing will happen. Rajan will go. And we should learn from their work and
Yes,
take it up.
yes, that's what I am telling you, that he has given a model.
Why not the
Yes,
whole world?
yes, he cannot be doing for whole world or whole country, and he will not be surviving by then. Yeah, so let us learn from this thing, and if at all anywhere it can be initiated, if at all someone can help us, that would be great. Persons like Dada is there, if at all you can do it, because like Vivekanand Center is there where it's non-independent like that. If they can take up this kind of thing, put lots, they can arrange money, that's no problem for them to arrange money. That can be done for the whole country, as you have done for several volumes. From that institution, that can be, because government interference, each and every time some government changes, they will say, no, this project should be stopped and the money should not be given. It's not the case in Tamil Nadu, but in other states it can happen all the time. This is not my political agenda, this is not my things. So what I see that you have done a tremendous work. This is like it will be a model for other states if they can do it. After they do it, you can go one day remove the boundaries.
Yes. Automatically it will be removed. Yeah. Rajesh.
I want to just know whether you are giving also index now.
Yeah, index will be given. Site index will be given. Yeah. Yeah, that all will be given. Even bibliography alone comes it as a one volume. So we were now struggling how to, because you are asking references from pre-history down to Vijayanagar period, a lot of references are there.
Then it will be very useful. That's why
Yeah, very useful. We agree. We are all having that plan.
some site like recently for Kallur to find reference, I searched 3-4 days, but could not find proper
Yeah. That,
If that is there, the task becomes easy.
Yeah.
One is possible now in visual way. For the hard copy atlas, we restricted the reference. For the digital one, we put it in all the reference in that. All the reference, all the images, whatever possible images, all are we can upload it in the software. For the hard copy, we are restricted with it. Then it will more.
If I click maybe Kodunal, then the options will come.
Yeah.
The images, maps, and iron,
Yeah.
this kind of drop-down menus can come in these.
No, what we feel that earlier, the digital form historical atlas of South India, what we got prepared, we put it on the website. Okay, everything is fine. When I went and met him in Cambridge University, it is not working. Then I made a call to him, sir, Professor Chakrabarti wants to see the map, but it is not opening. Then you go to Mozilla Fire, you have opened a Google, something like that, it was their link. That at the time it was changing. So now we have overcome. So then some people ask, sir, I am an old man, don't ask me to go to this link, that link. You give me hard copy. So there are two different types. To meet the aspiration of the two group of scholars, one we are giving a hard copy, another we are giving a digital format for younger generation. Okay.
All the sites with coordinates.
That will be there. Without coordination, there is no use at all, because we are having coordination. Yeah.
All the sites, list of all the
That is called site index, alphabetically given. Yeah.
First of all, my big salute to the whole team, because it is a tremendous work, and definitely means, okay, as I mentioned earlier, the Tamil Nadu state archaeology, you should actually concentrate first in your state. So you are doing wonderful work. So gradually means, okay, once you finish this thing, there should be a starting point. So, I am right now involved in 4 mapping projects in India. Means I know the difficulties. So first, collecting the legacy data itself takes a lot of time. And also with the legacy data, there will be a lot of errors. Like, for example, one site will be mentioned in 2 different or 3 different spellings in different places, and there won't be coordinates. For example, in Kerala, earlier we were getting around 700 plus, 784 megalithic sites. Here sites means they are not habitual sites. Probably you will be getting one menhir in one place, some places 600 menhirs, and those kind of things. But means we had only 18 or 19 coordinates. Those coordinates were wrong. And also means there are means in the mention of like Robert Sewell's work, there is mention of 600 megaliths in one place in Palakkad. When we went there, means there were less than 8 or 9 megaliths only existed. And also in another place, there is mention of large number of menhirs and dolmens. But we can find a big church made out of the stones from this megaliths. So it is a very difficult thing. So collect, and also when we put this data, this legacy data, we should be little cautious. Because, for example, in the earlier dates, the people used to take the coordinates from the maps. Sometimes there will be there is a chance of an error of 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers within that. When you show it in a A4 size map or A3 size map, it doesn't make any difference because it will be perfectly falling like that. But means one person want to see this site again, that will be little difficulties. Because when I worked in Dr. Ajit Prasad's Gujarat Harappan Archaeological Project, in 2011, I resurveyed all the reported Harappan sites in Gujarat. So it took almost majority of the sites. Majority of the sites were showing at least 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer differences. But when I put the maps, they were almost looking similar. But when you want to access those sites, there will be problem. There is another project run by the right now involved by the Cambridge team. There is a MASA project, Mapping Archaeological Heritage of South Asia. It's a very big project run by Professor Cameron Betry, and there are many institutions involved. In Kutch part, our team is involved in that project. In that, they are like you did. They are recording all kinds of heritage sites and those kind of things. And in that, they are using definitely there is GIS there. We are also using an ODK platform. Within that means there is a controlling person. And all the survey people will put the data into that thing, and they will be recheck and they will finalize the data. Similarly, in this case, when our atlas is in the final form, there should be 2 versions of the atlas. One will be like our present day Wikipedia. It should be put in the website and it should be accessible to anybody. Because once you put your original data and then anybody can do anything, then it will be a mess. But there will be 2 that kind of data. One should be, because the people from the different colleges can insert the data like that. Means, okay, for example, I am finding a site, I can just put like that. Then somebody in your team can just verify that data and add into your original database. So that will be one better thing. And also, as mentioned, now WebGIS, it is a time of WebGIS. It should be accessible to the public. So we should make it accessible to the public by adding this kind of data. And once as you mentioned, adding the details of the photo material, sites, all we can do within that database. And also even in very small size, we can add within bytes, or we can add those photographs in these platforms. So it is actually a wonderful work. I think actually I feel jealous because we are doing the Kerala Megalithic History project. We were able to record around 1,500 megaliths in Kerala right now. So probably in next 2 to 3 years, we will be coming out with that kind of one website. So we can gradually we can merge into those things with this thing. And thank you so much.
Yeah, as you rightly pointed out, we are going a digital format. There's no doubt about the entire data set will be given, because from the day one, I came from university system, not government system. So normally I am open to the data, not only for this one, images, everything I used to give to the people. So that is not a question at all. Second, as you rightly, when I go through Indian Archaeological Review particularly, they give district, taluk and site name. But when we go to the field, Even Dwarka, there are 7 Dwarkas, you know very well. How much struggle we got even to identify the bed Dwarka and all, Mul Dwarka and several Dwarkas are there. So that way we are trying to ground check it. Most of the site we visited. Personally, I visited the site. That is why I am having some little control over it. Even the students say that there are 2 villages. No, that is not the village. This is the village. Like that, I could say wherever I am not having confidence, then we are going our field. As well, and archaeological officers are there. We used to call them, and they will get the things verified. So the data which we are placing, we are verified one. Unverified data, we are having a volume. But future, when we are getting that particular data, verified one, then we can upload it again. That's why we are keeping digital. So let us go digital. Can, as you said that, he said that anybody wants to feed, let them feed, but they may feed junk also. For that one, the data anybody can feed, but it will not come into the server. We will vetted. It will be vetted by us. Then it will be uploaded. Yeah, that is we are planning. That all we are having in mind. What they done, I have to convince to the first authorities. This much of data is available. This is the hard copy of this data. Now this can be uploaded in the digital. They will agree. I think 100% they will agree. They are only insisting that to go for digital. Yeah, that's all.
So the coordinates you are going to make available in DMS or DMS? No, not DMS. Decimal degree. Decimal degree is better. And another thing is, like, for example, the megalith. So Menhir is there, Dolman is there, Stone Circle is there, some 5, 6, 10 sites are there. So for that you are using triangle for Menhir, like that. No, instead of that, why don't you insert SVG, that is scalable vector graphics? You can create your own symbol, like because we were doing this rock art. So in that peacock, I have drawn in a small figure like that, in black thing, or otherwise cattle, tortoise, like that different things we have drawn and then reduced them into small size and then inserted. So that would be more meaningful. Like Menhir, as a small this one standing symbol, or a dolman with 3, this one. Like that, SVGs would be more meaningful rather than maybe triangle for something, plus mark for something like that. So that you can do. I think if you know how to use the SVG, because we can create. It is not that we take from the net. So we can create our own SVGs, very easy, I can tell.
For Paleolithic time scale, Paleolithic tool we put. That, then when Middle Paleolithic comes, we are planning to put a Middle Paleolithic tool. Then Neolithic comes, we are putting Neolithic. That type of things, we are planning. Yeah, that's time scale. Photo only, the tool.
Like both are possible.
Both.
Smaller we have.
Both can be done. That is not issue. Yeah, effective. Presentation will be more effective. Yeah, please.
So thanks for this atlas. It's not a matter of congratulation, it's a matter of how committed you are. Hardly all of you know that when there was a health issue with Professor Rajan, that time the government of Tamil Nadu supported all the students to go to Coimbatore, stay in a hotel and work for that. It's a both way. How many states can do that? Overcome this protocol of no, one has to be here. Like it's not only his health issue, he was contributing. The students, they all went and sat in the Coimbatore in a hotel and they were doing the work. It's a matter of commitment. It's not like that you easily say, no, this state has this man, this state has that man. Which man can finish in 3-year time such atlas, keep this commitment along with other works? So it's more of saying that you are like Cunningham of this day. I would say probably Cunningham did a sort of work like Rajan sir, other Rajan sir is Rajan sir. Having said that, sir, the crafts have become very, what do you call, more of archaeology. So can't we add a map on crafts of Tamil Nadu? For an example, making a historical craft map and a colonial craft map and an ethnographic crafts map. The crafts which are being done, because many of the crafts people have abandoned in last 20 years or 30 years, but in the Gazetteer it is mentioned, like as you, like I do little bit work on glass, there are thousands of, like in this Tamil Nadu, there are 16 glass factory till 1970. They all were producing glass in the traditional method. Now it is no more there. So it's not only ethnographic crafts map, we could think of a colonial crafts map or a crafts map from the Gazetteer, and another crafts map from the inscription. Many of the historical inscriptions are there, and variety of crafts are mentioned. And that craft then later period, maybe some student can take on how the crafts, many crafts developed on the, because of the ecological and environmental compulsion of that region. So people do develop the craft on the basis of availability of raw material. That is something, if you can think of adding that.
Yeah, if whatever is available with archaeological data like a glass and Gazetteer data, both I will put together and create one crafts map.
Yes.
But even the metal separate, even glass and I can.
Everything you can separate. Textile, metal.
Yeah, textile, that's what I tell you. All type of crafts. Even conch shell cutting is going on.
And
all industries and also.
And the best example for that was probably there is a craft census of 1961. It was only done in Gujarat. It was not done all India basis. The craft census of Gujarat of 1961 by Trivedi stands as a sort of a example, I would say.
Yeah.
That was not a map, because that time they didn't think of map. They thought of a census booklet. But that booklet gives all the information, whatever crafts available in Gujarat in about 1950, because 1961 the publication came. Rather, it's time that somebody should take the whatever transition have taken place in last 50 years in that part for that. And another map, maybe it's possible only in Tamil Nadu. I would very categorically say it is possible only in Tamil Nadu, because though we say sciences in archaeology in India is lacking, but whatever sciences archaeology have been implied, that is mostly on the Tamil Nadu sites, majority of them. Most of the AMS date, other than that Harappan time period, most of the AMS dates comes from Tamil Nadu. Most of the analysis on iron, specifically on iron, is done in Tamil Nadu. So maybe a map on this AMS dates, whichever sites have given, and whichever sites iron have been analyzed, so people keep on updating that, and then we come a very synchronized form in future.
Yeah. Yeah, with that we will, regarding this crafts, that we definitely we will ask our research scholars to collect the data from district engineer. Yeah. Yeah.
And
on map we can add.
And coming to this cultural boundary, it is a very welcome.
Yeah.
Theoretically, it is all well said, but every state have to pitch in. As I said, not all state will permit the way Tamil Nadu government has allowed. Its credit goes to Rajan sir. At the same time, credit also goes to the students and the Tamil Nadu government giving the liberty to manage that fund and do this work. So every state have to pitch in. There is a competitive, one has to make a competitive atmosphere, and Tamil Nadu has made it competitive now. If Kerala government has to pitch in one day or other day, Maharashtra has to pitch in one day or other day, other than Ladli Behna scheme, there should be archaeological scheme. And as for the Archaeological Survey of India, probably on all India basis, Archaeological Survey of India is one office, but the best office could be the Monument Authorities of India, headed by Kishore Basa, again another academician, and again a person whom we all know, one of the most committed person. If he takes up a project, he finishes it.
Yeah, it's a good idea, because we know very well KK Basha.
And he is one who can probably, that office can take it off.
Yeah, I can speak to him also immediately. Yeah, I can talk to him, there's no issue.
You spoke about that just 2 minutes back, about this. So we know.
No, I see K.K. Basa is our good friend, so we will talk to him. There's no issue at all.
He also travels like you every time. He's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
fit, and we need to find people who can do it. It's not that people are there. No, people are not there. There are only few people who can do it. Let us accept.
Thank you, thank you.
So first of all, I would like to congratulate Dr. Rajan sir for such an enormous work. It has a lot of data compilation. And we know cataloging is an important part, and this is like cataloging at such a wider scale is a really huge task to accomplish. Some of the points already, like as you said, first of all, the things are coming in the print form, and the left side would be like written thing, and the right side will be the map. I would suggest that it would be better that first few pages would be written form, so that some brief description can be given up following the maps. So that people don't have to look on the left side again and again. And first few pages they read through the geology, they read through the contemporary sites which are available. Then they look at the maps and compare how they are fitting. That's just a suggestion, may not be that much. Another thing could be as Rajesh has already taken up that point, that it can be collaborative effort in a way. Like you can hire an agency which can develop a software where you can put in your data, okay, and then it act as a template for other states also, where they can also in a similar way log in like a Wikipedia. People are writing the things, and unless it is getting verified, they are not approving it. So similar pattern can be developed in which people you have developed for Tamil Nadu, you already uploaded your data, you can train some people from other state, whoever want to put it, and let it to be free for the university student, university PhD scholars, because they are also intelligent minds, and they are working on and reading through this, and if they find some data missing, if they are going through a literature and they find that this data is not coming in the atlas, then why don't I add this data in this atlas, and later on it remains unverified. Once that data point, at least you have the information that this is also available, then you can later on verify that data.
Yeah.
So that is a possibility which can be there, and slowly other parts of India will build up, and data will keep on accumulating.
Yeah. For every theme on the right side, even if you assume that if I take a Roman coins or any other, related to that particular map theme alone will come as a text in the left side. That Roman artifacts also separate, trade routes also separate. There are series of Iron Age also, there are series of maps are there. So with a particular theme will be given as a text in the left side. What we felt it means, if I am giving the initial page and my map come after 20 page, then they have to go to that one and they have to come
It should
this
not
one.
be 20 pages, only 2-3 if needed, some basic understanding.
But we are having several themes, and putting in one basket is very tough job for me. So that's why we have separated all the themes. That the theme list we have listed. Trade route, suppose that about trade route, the map will be in the right side. Suppose if I am giving a small short notice in the initial stage, again they have to come to the map, because after seeing several themes. So I thought that this will be one way. Then regarding that uploading, SLE government is insisting us. Already they are asking the data. So they are ready. And yesterday, but 10:30 we released the book. 11 o'clock it is available on the Tamil Virtual Academy. Okay, that is government already uploaded. So we are not bothered about whether we are selling or earning, that we are not a commercial organization. So immediately they are uploading. So all the books that are being published related to Tamil Nadu history, they are already uploading. So all the books are available. So even our book yesterday it is available.
It's a book form, but I am saying suppose a map appears, if someone clicks Tamil Nadu, someone clicks Kerala, then they should pop up and then the description should come.
Yes. That we already done that work. As I told you, there were some issues with Google Chrome and Mozilla.
Now it's available for the South India Historical Atlas. It's available in the French Institute of website. Okay, that is available. That is just available. And then, according to the citizen science aspect, you want to upload your photos.
Yes.
That also we are doing in the India Biodiversity Portal. We are the part of the French Institute, part of that project, India Biodiversity Portal. All the fauna and flora photos, you can upload it for it's possible. We have moderator.
But that information is available to university student or
all the people, all the citizen science, everywhere, any people is possible. But in this case, we need to continuously funding we need the moderator, we need to manage all the things, because even the facing the problem, India Biodiversity Portal first is a CPF project.
It needs a huge server space.
Huge servers, then money also, continuously we need the funding. Otherwise, face the problem. Once it's finished, for example, the Ford Foundation project, it's a 3 years project. Once it's finished, it's over. Afterwards, it's a long sleeping in there because technology is different. At that time, we used SVG1. It's the 2007, we used SVG format. That time, we uploaded all the maps, all the standalone product, both CD format, same time online format also we prepared. But after the browsing, all the channels, all are changed. Now we are using the open source format where all is available. So we need to continuous funding, then we need to continuous people, all are we need. That is the problem. If we find that is the one, then it's the technology is now is good. Already example, India Biodiversity Portal. If you go, the same biodiversity portal we given to Assam state, then Bhutan also, we are because same already what you told, because all the state is possible. This is possible only the timing and money and scholars only. Yeah, please next. Thank you.
So, hello. Yeah, thank you. Actually, I had, of course, some comments and queries. One of them, has a gentleman left from the Pondicherry Institute?
I'm the person.
Yes, thank you. This was about, it's very interesting, the weights and volume scales and linear scales measures and all. So are you talking about like metal volume scales or linear on stone, or what? Could you just give us some more information on what you're actually referring to? No, you've talked about the weights and volume scale measures and then linear scale measures. So
that
just,
we are giving because we are
but
planning.
What exactly are you referring to here? Are you referring to like scale measures on
scale
stone
measures only,
or on
like
metal?
a time scale, linear time scale.
Oh, linear time scale. I thought you were talking about actual physical weights and measures.
Historical scale you are asking, or map scale?
No, you see these two maps, I wasn't very clear. One says weight and volume scale measures.
Yes.
So like, are you talking about like, those
Yes.
metal volumes?
From the inscription, there are different type of measurement.
Yeah.
For liquid separate, where solid separate, there are separate. Okay. And in some of the temples, even the old measurement things are available. That from the data we have taken by as a project.
From the inscriptions?
Yeah.
Not from the physical finds of...
Physical also available. That
because
photograph,
we do find those metallic
yes,
measures.
that is available. Even Tiruvarur temple it is available.
Yes.
Because they are, whenever you are giving some donation to the temple, they have to measure it.
Yes.
When they are giving to other their temple servants also, they have to give it. So that even Saraswati Mahal library also having reference on that. So that measurement they have taken from the inscription, they extracted it. That is a separate project. So that project data, actually we have, based on that project data, we have placed the map. So this is that measurement, what is the even, forget about that too. We got highways, stone. One places it is written as this Adiyaman Peruvali, highway of King Adiyaman. Then here it is written 27, and one place it is given 24. So the milestone is, it is intact. So we have taken a GPS position, and we have taken a GPS position another one. The difference is only 3 kadam they call it. So when we measure it, though it is a crow flight distance, but still it comes around 8 kilometers. So these type of, we are giving both the milestones and both the numbers also we are giving. Our assumption what it is based on the GPS data, that also we are giving. Anybody can, if you want to verify in the future, they can go and verify. But this is, so this type of, luckily we got this 2 milestones of that period. So this also one type of measurement. So this all we are planning to incorporate in that map.
So I had some more comments or queries or whatever. So I see that, when you're talking about Iron Age, and I suppose this is very good that you've split it into like dolmens versus menhirs versus cairns and all. But I mean, I suppose people are still using in their own, a lot of people still use this term of megalithic and Iron Age and all that. So have you discarded that term megalithic? And you could just explain that this is no longer functional for your map or whatever. So that if people go looking for it, then, because the old maps always refer to megalithic sites and also, I'm just saying that
I am one of the culprits in using the megalithic terms because my PhD thesis is megalithic culture in Coimbatore region. Now, the megalithic monuments from our, as we say, the radiocarbon dating and inscribed potsherds, we are collecting from the schist burial. So one is early historic, one is Iron Age, one is pre-Iron Age in Thandikudi. So there is a huge chronological frame is there. That's why I telling it is Iron Age of megalithic monuments of Iron Age, megalithic monuments of early historic period. But we are giving this stage, so we have discarded this megalithic age. Okay. But we are using the term, but in the context of Iron Age megalithic monuments, because otherwise the message will not be conveyed. Otherwise message will not be conveyed. For that purpose still we are using. So in future, again, this linear terminology, what we are giving in old age, or every age. But when we go to southern Tamil Nadu, as I told you, there is no Neolithic so far we have not discovered. So from microlithic, when our stratigraphy also microlithic, that's then Iron Age comes. So we have to, it will take little time to completely give a time frame. But still, we are working on this line. We ourselves created that terminology and ourselves discarded it. It happened in my whole lifetime, what I am telling you.
So yes, that's it, that background you could just put it in when you... And the other question, of course, was that, I also had the similar thoughts, which were already, I think, mentioned by, was it Alok, about the crafts and the scientific, data and all. But also, the other thing is, how easy is it to, now, for a student, a lot of these, like, for instance, the coins and so on and the other, they're all in various collections of museums and such likes. So how easy would it for us to identify where the collection is if you want to study it? Because here you've just given... the locations, how would we be able to retrieve that information if we needed and so on?
Only the reference we are giving, because from where we have to, suppose, assume that Vellore Kayan Hode, that reference we are giving. And the location, whether it is in the Madras Museum or in Madurai Museum, that we are not, old data, that we don't have that data.
Okay, so that's just wanted
Some
to
of
know.
the copper plates, of course, we are having in which museum it is there.
Yeah.
By the time if I give it, then they will shift it, that museum, to another museum
That
also.
is true, yeah.
So because of the circulation, display.
And sir, here I would really like to say, because, Tamil Nadu really needs a world-class museum. I hope, I don't know, I know that there are many coming up, Kiradi and Gangaikonda Chorapuram and all, but even Chennai Museum, I think only you can take up this task, sir, to make it a world-class, like what they've managed to do with Bihar Museum and all. So please keep that also in mind.
Our problem is, we have completed 9 volumes of rock art. Immediately they to complete your Tamil Brahmi, that volume. That volume we completed, you go for your Antiquity of Iron. Immediately they are telling you, you can go for Atlas. So...
I think you need to, this Tamil, sir, Chennai Museum needs to be updated,
the problem
sir,
is time
and
factor.
only you can do it.
Time factor is there.
Yeah, that
and normally, my higher authorities, I am always, we are having exchanging the suggestions, views and everything after 11 o'clock. 11 to 12 is fixed for our time. So this was the time where we are peacefully working. And all our students who are there, then they are coming. Sometimes I may not be in a position to meet them also. So I call them, as you rightly point, I call them all to the Coimbatore, where I am there. And I used to go to the hotel in the morning. We started with 10 days. We thinking that we will finish the job within 10 days. Then it is dragged on for a longer period of time. So, but we are trying our level best. As long as our health permits, we will go on working. There is no doubt about it. But we are having theme-based. One is Atlas, one is graffiti, one is Brahmi, one is now glass, one is excavation program is going. That report is coming, publication. Because though people, our archaeological officers are doing wonderful job, but publication-wise, they feel that it is not exposed to other world. So heritage, now Gangaikonda Cholapuram has published there. So I am also pushing them. You can write an article and publish it so that you will get exposed to the outside world. So we are trying all academic level, whatever the academic is possible. So the entire administration I am not touching. He is only all the headache. Dr. Sivanandam takes care of it. So I am free from all administrative hurdles. So that is maybe one of the reason we could able to produce these works.
Adding to what Alok was saying, do you have ethnographic data in it? Like the indigenous communities, the forest people, those people who have, got isolated and we call us tribals. Kindly avoid that word. And how indigenous communities still trapped in certain areas. That kind of information, like the traditional technology, will be of immense use.
We are having a beautiful book, Thurston book, but there are some data available with the anthropology department. One Dr. Bhakta Bhakshalam, former director, is a part of our consultant. Now formerly director, now he retired. We are even rock art also. When we go to rock art, I am not going alone. As archaeologist perspective may be different. You are looking for microlithic tools, you are looking for Neolithic tools. But when anthropology, cultural anthropologists or social anthropologists there, he sees what is the space, how they have been depicted, that angle he is seeing. Then I am taking geologist also, and folklorist. Another one we are taking, one historian we are taking, and one technical man. So this only team goes there, rock art, and we are documented. And of course that volume is not here, otherwise I would have shown the 2 volumes how we have produced. I think Dr. Ravi Korishattar is here. He has actually, our expert who has gone through our rock art project. I request him to say a few words about the rock art project, that volume.
Actually, I was privileged to, and thanks to Dr. Rajan to have thought of me to go through that manuscript. And I went through each and every page and the description of various rock art imageries, and very, very comprehensive and very chronologically organized kind of information that we get there. There are certain confusions which can be overcome very easily. As an editor, I've tried to help them so that the clarity is increased in terms of presenting the data that they have. And now we know that there is the highest density of rock art of the early historic period is seen in the manuscript which I went through, and pre-Neolithic and associated with the late Stone Age or hunter-gatherer time periods is less when compared with what we have. Large number of sites have white painted imageries, and very few sites relatively red pigment like hematite pigment has been used, and so on. So very, very comprehensive account which actually can be a guide to other regions. See, IGNCA has been doing this kind of work, but nothing is being published by them. They have done excellent documentation. They have used modern gadgets to, even GPS points for the imageries they are documenting. They have videographed various rock art sites. But that is not coming out in print or in digital format for public to have access. So this is one thing which I always admired, the kind of effort and the productivity of the effort, that is being, that can be very effectively utilized by the researchers working in this part of India, which is lacking for the neighboring Kerala state, which I feel is most essential because there is a continuity of rock art from east to west and then further west towards the coastal regions. Thank you.
Again, what
whenever we get a, please.
Sir, if there are available information, for example, the trade routes, I was seeing, you cross the boundary.
Yes.
You mentioned Pattanam, for example. I think, is there anything wrong that such information is at least included so that, and already in the earlier atlas, you have a lot of data, so that that data is updated and to be included, because trade route cannot within the boundary. So we are also interested because Pattanam was having interland connections to entire Tamilagam.
Yes.
So, in such themes at least, and if already that information is available,
And whatever the data available, we can place it as a map. Yeah. So whatever the data available with us on Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and all, that can be, but it will be distorted
that will
map.
make-
That I agree, but we will give a note telling that whatever that data available with us, that has been placed, it need required to be revised and updated.
Yeah, that will
with
be
that
a-
note, we
yeah.
will.
This will tell you your quality.
Yeah, that.
Be honest about it.
What quality?
When we make some volumes, sometime I get comment, the volume is very good. But if one paper is not complete, incomplete, half data, then everybody reviews that paper only other than the entire
paper.
If you have complete data, it's well and good. If you do not have, maybe as a appendix, say that these all data from these states we have it, instead of incorporating that to your map. It's better to have a complete authoritative, competent work of Tamil Nadu maps, and other thing you can put it as a appendix if it's suggest.
Yeah. Actually, when
Others will raise question, and that discussion will carry on other than the important one.
Okay. No, as appendant, if we give with the note, with the note we can give it. Yeah. Actually, whenever we get new data, even for the purpose, you can say antiquity of iron also, the confidential report, the entire report, I have sent it to several scholars. Yeah, you know that one. So, we even before, because we want correct ourselves first, before going to the print form or any other public domain. So, we are very cautious. We know that entire implication of that anything which we are telling. Inside this hall, no issue at all, because we can debate and discuss. When I am going to public domain or public platform, we are very cautious. That's why people used to scold me that you are so conservative. Even after getting also, you are not ready to. Then even for Tamil Brahmi, when I got the first date and all, even Airapada Magadevan only encouraged me to do the work and move forward. So we will try our level best and interacting with the several scholars and exchanging the data and get their suggestions and understanding their suggestions, and we are planning to go maximum level we could able to move. That we are not telling 100% perfection, we are not doing. What we are telling, moving towards perfection, that much only I can say that. I can't say that it is 100% perfect. So another generation is there, the entire galaxy of scholars like future scholars are there. They will take care of the questions that raised by the senior scholars. Any other questions, specific questions is there?
From student side?
Yeah, student, that because I need feedback from student side. Archaeological officers, because of their experience.
Somebody should say their experience in Coimbatore Hotel.
Mic could. Yeah, just one.
Dr. Rajan is overburdened with so many projects. Okay. Now, suggestions are most welcome, and he has recorded them. And you please don't expect him to spend more time on the projects which he has now completed. Let him complete the other pending projects, and the next generation to carry forward. This is the basis of future archaeological research in Tamil Nadu. Thank you.
Sir, I guess for Mailadumparai, Shantipupu has done some geological mapping of this dolerite veins, and when we actually looked at that spot, we got this factory sites and all. So it would help actually if we do it for whole Tamil Nadu. Like, for example, for the Neolithic context at least, like, we can look for the site, like, if we know the place already where the dolerite vein is available and the raw material is available, so we can directly go and look there, like, instead of like, randomly going on explorations, that will actually like increase, like reduce our time of struggle also. So that has been already done in Mailadambare, so it will be
Incorporate.
helpful.
Because
whole Tamil
myself
Nadu.
and Dr. Akhilesh all went together only. Dr. Parandaman was also there. So that data is available. Okay, that data I can incorporate. That is the way. Okay, we will do it. That is not an issue. See, I am not standing here as a senior scholar. Okay, I am a senior most student. That too because of my age. Okay, so anybody you are having any views, actually whether it's good or bad, that is not much important. Actually, some beautiful thought may come from your side. So that we will incorporate. That will help to the entire community. That is why we are asking that please kindly open your mouth and open your mind, and whatever the criticism you are free to do. Okay, nobody will get angry on you. Just open your mind, please. Yeah, Allah.
Sir, actually I have many questions as well as I have many opinions.
No, related to map or any other things? We are having separate platform. I am available for you after the lunch break. You can ask questions. Related to Atlas, you can ask.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, anything, something related to archaeology, I am available very much after this, because everyone has to wait for the lunch.
Okay, sir, I will ask later.
Yeah. Related to Atlas, you are most welcome. Because now we are recording everything for Atlas purpose. No, anybody is having an apprehension that how could to ask? You can ask in Telugu, he is there. You can ask in Kannada, he is there, and he is there. You ask in Malayalam, they are there. If you ask in Tamil, we are here. So, any language, whichever is more comfortable to you, in that language you ask the questions.
சார் இப்போ இந்த கிங்டம் பவுண்டரி எல்லாம் போடுறோம்ல சார், இந்த பவுண்டரி வந்து ஒரே மேப்பை போடும்போது இப்போ பொதுமக்கள் பார்வையில் ஒரு ஃப்ரேம் மாதிரி பதிஞ்சிரும். இந்த இப்போ பாண்டியா கிங்டமுடைய பவுண்டரினா இது மதுரையிலேருந்து இது வரைக்கும் இது மாதிரி ஒரு பவுண்டரி பதிஞ்சிடும். இது மாதிரி நம்ம இந்த பவுண்டரி போடும்போது ஒரு காலகட்டத்துக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி ஒரு 2-3 பவுண்டரி கொடுத்து போட்டால் நல்லா இருக்கும்ட்டு.
The political boundary, that political boundary, we can do it. The problem is that Cholas during Barandaka time or Vijayalaya time, one boundary. After Rajaraja, one boundary. Rajendra, one boundary. And Dr. Kulothunga Chola, another boundary. The same way, Mahendravarman and till we reach Aparajitavarman, we are having different boundaries with the same empire. So now normally as a historian, whatever is the biggest boundary, even if you see the map, Gangaikondan, Kalaramkondan, they will put a big, huge boundary. But that is only meant for one king, for a short period of time, if you say that in long history. So how to represent in the map, if we are trying to represent the data on the map, but we don't want to misrepresent it, all the things. So that is one of the reason we are very careful in that one. But otherwise, the broader kingdoms like Pallava Empire or Chola, that we can do it. Small kingdoms, that we can do it. But within that one dynasty, like a Chola dynasty or Pandya dynasty, that is very tough to say. Because the historical, the epigraphical data is not supporting completely. So we are going hard data based. Primary source is more important, not based on other sources. So that way, we will try to give a broader picture of the territory that we are having. Already Nadu, Ur and all is there. When I put together, then it will polygonal only. That we can do it.
One more small thing. Sir asked, color code, we used many color codes now. But we plan to fix, because now is many color code we used. We choose only 5 or 6 color codes only. In the best color codes only we plan to choose. That also we used on the particular period. We used for same color code. The bottom also, that is a time scale will come where we are. If you page any page, if you don't know where we are, that also. So each period we plan to use one color code only. That color scale also we plan to use also. That's it. At the same time, we are taking care of the font size also. Sure, whatever possible we will use. Any more questions? Yeah, please. Settlement patterns. Can you
Yeah, settlement pattern definitely you can study, because we are giving the complete data on that Ur, Nadu, if you take a medieval period. In archaeological period, we are separate every habitation site of Iron Age, habitation site of Neolithic period, habitation site of early historic period, like that we are giving complete. So based on that, you can go for a settlement pattern. If a minor data, like how much, what is the size of the habitation mound, we are having data. I can circle, but how many maps I can prepare, because hard copy, there is already we crossed 100. Now we are having text, and we are having index, and we are having bibliography, and all other things are there. Otherwise, then we have to reduce the images and all. So, but that is all available. Data is available, but how much we can do ourselves is the question. Because we are having that, what is the habitation. But some of the sites we are not having, like Indian Archaeology Review, sometimes even MPhil thesis, MA registration, they have not given that data, because they are not trained in that direction. So at that time, uniformity will not be there. Whatever the data available, a particular site will be available, like our all excavation site, for permission purpose also, they are sending with the data only. So, soft copy of that entire data or only selective data?
Yeah, as much data as possible, so that maybe interested people can have more access and more photographs, etc.
No, server we are uploading, we will permit download.
If it is available on net, it is okay. Otherwise, I am telling this option, maybe a CD or DVD.
There are two things are there. One is that our NMMA, all are 70 pixel. I used to go there, I never download, I even download it also, you can't use it. That if I am giving a more pixel or minimum 300 dpi or something like that, then server will that is also issue. Some middle path we will try to take. So which are more important images, I will give 300 dpi. Some other things I can give less. Yeah, if any research scholar who you are working on a prehistory or any other specific area, they want high resolution image, if they write to us, that particular map we will give you as a PDF or JPEG. If you, yeah, please.
Sir, இங்கே எல்லாம் யாரை மைண்ட் பண்ணி பேசுனீங்கன்னு எல்லாம் வளர்ந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட் பற்றி பேசுகிறீங்க. ஆஸ் அ மதர் ஆஃப் 2 kids, அவங்களுக்கு 6th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்லேருந்தே இப்போ ஆர்கியாலஜி வந்துருச்சு. அவங்களுக்காக இப்போ டைம் வந்து அவங்க அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறது வந்து ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரகிள் பண்ணுறாங்க. இப்போ 1 2 3 போச்சுன்னா தே ஆர் ஈஸி டு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். 2000 3000 பண்ணாங்க பேக் வருது பாருங்கள் நமக்கு. அது வந்து அவங்க கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டப்படுறாங்க. எப்படி வந்து இப்போ நம்ம சொல்லிடும் பிஃபோர் கிரைஸ்ட் 200ன்னா அது எப்படி நம்ம கால்குலேட் பண்ணது, அது கிராஃபிக்கல் ரெப்ரசன்டேஷனில் பாயிண்ட் ஆரிஜின் 0 வச்சுட்டு எக்ஸ் ஆக்சிஸில் எக்ஸ் மைனஸ் எக்ஸ் அப்படி பண்ணிவிட்டு, ஈவன் மேக்ஸில் அது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கிராஃபிக்கல் ரெப்ரசன்டேஷன் இருந்தால் கொஞ்சம் அவங்களுக்கு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். இது என்னென்னா நீங்கள் எல்லாம் பெரிய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்காக பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கீங்க, நம்ம சின்ன குழந்தைங்களும் கொஞ்சம் பார்க்கணும் இல்லையா? அது பிரமிப்பாக இருந்து பயப்பட்டு போயிடுவாங்க பேக்கு. அது கொஞ்சம் அது அது ஏதாவது பண்ண முடியுங்களா சார்?
ரொம்ப
சூப்பராக
நன்றிம்மா.
இருக்கு உங்களோட.
நீங்கள் ரொம்ப சொன்னது ரொம்ப நன்றி. ஆக்சுவலாக நாங்கள் வந்து ஆர்கியாலஜிஸ்ட் சீனியர் பீப்புள் அதில் வந்து கிமு கிபி அப்படின்னு கொடுக்க சொல்லும் பொழுது கிபிக்கு அப்புறம் பின்னால் படிக்கிறது குழந்தைகள் ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குன்னு சொல்கிறீங்க. அதை பற்றி எங்களுக்கு ஒன்றும் கவலை இல்லை. ஒரு டைம் ஸ்கேல் வந்து கிபி கிமுவில் கொடுத்துருவங்க படித்தவங்களுக்காக. அந்த குழந்தைகளுக்காக இன்னொரு டைம் ஸ்கேல் கொடுத்து இன்னிலிருந்து 2000 வருஷம் பின்னால், இன்னிலிருந்து 3000 வருஷம் பின்னால், இன்னிலிருந்து 4000 வருஷம் பின்னால்னா அந்த ஸ்கேல் கொடுத்துட்றோம்.
சூப்பர். தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் த சான்ஸ்.
அந்த ஸ்கேல் 2 ஸ்கேல் ஸ்கேல்
இன்னொன்று என்னன்னா நாங்கள்
2 ஸ்கேல்
10th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் படிக்கிறவங்க அதுதான் சார் இது வந்து அந்த 10th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் படிக்கிறவங்களுக்குரியது ஃபிட் ஆகும் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி
உங்கள்
ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்.
ஒர்க் எப்படி இருக்குன்னா ரொம்ப ஜைடாண்டிக்காக இருக்கு. அது பசங்க பார்த்தோன்னே பயந்து கொஞ்சம் இதுவாக இருக்க மாதிரி இருக்கும் அவங்களுக்கு. இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் சிம்பிளிஃபை பண்ணி ஈவன் டீச்சர்ஸ் கூட கொஞ்சம் ஸ்ட்ரகிள் பண்ணுறாங்க சார். ஆர்கியாலஜி எடுக்கும்போது சாய்ஸில் விட்டுலாமான்ற ஒரு இதெல்லாம் கூட இருக்குது. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கும் கொஞ்சம் நமக்கு இவங்களுக்கு கீழே அவங்க வரணும் இல்லையா? நம்ம கண்டினியூஸாக அந்த ஃபயர் வந்து டச் ஆகிட்டே வரணும். அதுதான் ஒரு விஷயம். ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது. தேங்க்யூ சார்.
இல்லைம்மா, அது ஆக்சுவலாக என்னுடைய டார்கெட் தமிழ்நாடு தொல்பொருள்துறையினுடைய டார்கெட்டே வந்து எது ஆங்கிலத்தில் வெளியிட்டாலும் தமிழ்லையும் வெளியிடுறோம். இப்போ நம்ம நேற்று போட்ட நூல் அப்படி தான் வெளியிடுறோம். முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு தமிழ்லையும் கொடுக்கத்தான் பார்ப்போம். இப்போ வந்து 3 வருஷத்துக்குள்ளே இதை நம்ம ப்ராஜெக்டை முடிக்கணுங்கிறதுனால தான் ஆங்கிலத்தில் இருக்குது. இது அப்படியே தமிழாக்கம் பண்ணுறது எங்களுக்கு எளிமையாக இருக்குது. அப்புறம் ஊர் பேரெல்லாம் தான் தமிழில் வரணும். ஸோ அதையும் நாங்கள் ட்ரை பண்ணுறோம். இப்போ ஏற்கனவே எங்களுக்கு கவர்மெண்ட் சொல்லியிருக்கு, நீங்கள் வந்து இது முடிச்சுட்டு இதை வந்து தமிழ்லையும் கொடுக்கணும்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ அதுக்கான முயற்சிகள் நாங்களும் பண்ணுவோம். அதில் தெளிவாகவும் அந்த ரெண்டையும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தெளிவாக வந்துடும். ஏன்னா வி ஆர் நாட் ஒன்லி பாதர்ட் அபவுட் நீங்கள் நம்ம நகரத்தில் இருக்கிற மாணவர்களுக்கு மட்டும் நாங்கள் இதை ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணல. எங்கேயோ கிராமத்தில் ட்ரைபல் வில்லேஜில் இருப்பானால ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட், அவருக்கும் நாங்கள் ஃபீட் பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா அவருடைய டேக்ஸில் தான் இந்த ஒர்க் நடக்குது. ஓகே, அதாவது வி வில் டேக் கேர் ஆஃப் தட் ஆல். ஆமாம்.
You have to see.
Yeah, that we will write to them. Shall we close now?
So in this, you mentioned the Pandyan rock cut caves and the Pallava rock cut caves separately. What about the Jain rock cut? Because those are earlier than Pallava and Pandyan.
Yeah, because it comes along with the Tamil Brahmi inscription. All Jain caves come. In that map it will come. Because that comes from the 3rd century BC to 1st century BC. So Pallava time, at that time Pallavas are not there. So the Pallava cave, it starts from Mahendravarman. So from that's why we are given Pallava. That also both. But these rock shelters, this is cave cut in. So that's why we are teaching.
60 theme only we prepared. Still more 60 is there, historical theme.
I could not show you all the maps. Maybe boring or time consuming. So whatever the prepared, that's why we quickly gone through all the PDF maps at the end. So can we wind up? So thank you so much.
Thank you very much to you, your team, and really you have done excellent and great work, and I hope that other states, other scholars in the different parts of the country get inspired from your work and to do something. That's what I expect. And all along, I also wish you a long life, so that many things come. That's yeah.
Now I am already 70. So he is wishing a long life. Thank you very much for that one. Actually, if anything, if you are missing now to express anything, you can mail to us or Uday Chandran sir. So he will convey to us what is to be done. So anything, consolidated things, whether positive things, negative things, both you can write to him or write to us, to our official email or write to me directly also. There won't be any issues. So we will discuss with him. We will take course correction. What are the madam also has given some views. That all will be incorporated. We will try our level best to move forward. But I even also now also will say that after publication of Antiquity of Iron, like after publication Atlas also, we know that the criticism will be there. That criticism, because of the criticism only, we are living. So our research projects are moving forward because of the criticism only. If nobody is criticism, there is no need of doing a project at all first. So that way, now the graffiti project, we are having 9 volumes here, that 8 volumes have been displayed. Anybody wants to see, then it is there, then for your scrutiny and can go through. But of course, I could not bring that rock art report because it went to the press. So we are not having in hand. So anyway, that thank you very much for coming over and sharing your excellent knowledge with us. And also we will take everything into account, and we will try our level best to do the things in better manner. Thank you very much for listening.
No,